Why does Spider Noir spend half of the final battle lying on the ground getting electrocuted? Riley fights like someone who's never learned how to throw a punch. Even as the Spider, a man with superpowers, he's completely exhausted after barely taking down a group of ordinary people to the point where he can hardly speak. In the final battle, the Spider spends half the time getting beaten up by Sandman and the other half lying on the ground getting shocked. And in the end, their defeats are caused by themselves and a train. You might think the Spider is ridiculously weak, but that's actually the result of several changes made in the TV adaptation. First, Spider Noir's powers originally came from a mystical totem, but Riley was mutated after being bitten by a mutated Spider-Man. His powers have essentially been diluted a second time, and he was already fairly old when he gained them. Second, Spider Noir's weapons were taken away. Spider Noir usually relies on pistols and submachine guns as his primary weapons, but all of those were removed from the TV series. At the same time, they kept Spider Noir's habit of killing enemies rather than simply subduing them. And finally, the most important factor is that Riley is now a middle-aged alcoholic going through a midlife crisis. He hasn't worn the Spider Noir suit in 5 years. At one point, Riley nearly threw out his back just from landing badly. That suggests he doesn't possess the permanent physical enhancements that most other Spider-Men enjoy. Would you like to see Spider Noir get a second season?